When Harrison Williams was training with the Memphis Mustangs over a decade ago here at MUS, he didn't realize the work he was putting in would help propel him to new heights and a chance to prove himself on a new track at the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris. The Owls don't just light up the top corner, they also score top grades in the classroom. In her first year at Memphis, Madison Griggs drained 96 threes. And the rest is history.
Caleb Hilliard is live at Houston High and is here to tell us all about this massive matchup. Caleb.
Hey Richard, I've covered a lot of high school football games over the year, but the atmosphere here tonight might be the best I've ever seen. The reigning state champs, the Houston Mustangs, taking on the undefeated Collierville Dragons. They are locked in, ready to play the other Tigers of Missouri. But either way, it's going to be a party in here tonight. The fans trickling in right now. It's Monday Night Basketball, opening night. For now, live at FedEx Forum, I'm Caleb Hilliard.
Caleb, I heard you've been chowing down on some of those favorites today.
Yeah, Kevin, if you can't tell, I probably need to lay off the barbecue nachos. Before we get to that, I'm very hungry. Devin, can you throw me one of their sandwiches? I just want to take one bite beforehand. There we go. Roll the tape.
You suspect that tonight's game will be one to remember for Morant and Grizzlies fans.
Honestly, Pepper, yes, I do. And you can feel the electric energy inside the building tonight. 2 hours before the game in the parking garage, there were almost 200 people just waiting to get in for tonight's game.
I got one chance to be a football player. I got one chance to be an athlete, and I want to put everything into it and see how far it can take me.
From not planning on playing college football until his final year of high school to graduating from one of the most prestigious colleges in the country, Matt Hudson has had an interesting journey to Memphis. The Eagle, Idaho native played 4 years at Harvard, becoming one of the best backers in the Ivy League, while also balancing a rigorous academic slate in Cambridge.
Every year it'd be midterms around the time we play Princeton, like I think week 5 or week 6. So I'm studying for these exams, and then Princeton's a big rivalry game. So I'm also like charting plays.
In the fall semester of his senior year, Hudson had to take 5 in-person classes in order to achieve his goal of graduating early and attending Memphis in the spring. He embraced the challenge and walked the stage in Cambridge, becoming the first person in his family to graduate from college.
They've had my back every step of the way, so I'm really thankful for them, and obviously they were super proud of me at graduation.
Now Hudson brings his Harvard education and all Ivy League talent to Memphis, where he's been a key player in Jordan Hankins' revived Memphis defense.
He's a football guy. You like football guys, he's one. That's the one you want to follow.
Like my Harvard coaches, they'll say the same thing. Like that was my biggest focus while I was there. Obviously there's so many different things you can do there, but like me, I was watching as much film as possible, probably spent damn near half my time in the Harvard locker room watching tape, just trying to get better.
The former Harvard star has been a catalyst for Hankins and the Tigers this season. Through 3 games, Hudson has 11 tackles, an interception, and a clutch sack against FSU last week.
I knew Memphis was the right choice, and I'm confident I made the right decision.
In Memphis, I'm Caleb Hilliard.
Our Caleb Hilliard is here to tell us about how a brotherly bond has helped Houston thrive over the last 2 weeks and could play a big role in the big game tonight. Caleb.
The weather is getting chilly out here tonight, but these players and coaches do not care because that means playoff football is in the air. Now, the Houston Mustangs are no strangers to playoff football, but there's one key difference from last season and this season. It involves little bro and big bro. Most high schools dream of having one star quarterback, but Houston have 2 they can rely on day or night. Meet senior Chandler Day and his backup, freshman Cannon Day. From an early age, their dad, Collins, who is now their QB coach, knew his 2 boys possessed a special talent.
I could just tell they could spin it very well, and it wasn't hard for them to spin it either. They had good arms, and they enjoyed doing it. So we kind of did it every day. It's just kind of fun for us,
For years, the brothers grew up playing together, but never on the same team until this year.
There was always a motivating factor whenever we were working out or practicing and things like that. So it's really cool that all the hard work is paid off and we're on the same field together.
It's awesome just being here with them, man, because like you said, we've dreamed of playing together and all that, and it's just awesome.
Chandler really brings Cannon along, and he's super supportive and always wants to make sure he knows what's going on. It's pretty awesome to watch.
But during this year's district championship game, it was Cannon who had to support Chandler and the Mustangs, coming in under center after his older brother got injured on the very first play of the game.
I mean, my heart rate was probably through the roof. It was just very nerve-wracking the whole game.
The tension was high for everyone, except Cannon and Chandler.
My competitive instincts just got in, and I just wanted to win.
But I had no worries or any concerns about it at all because he knows what he's doing, and I know he's got a competitive nature like no other. So when he goes out on the field, everything just takes its place.
Now, Cannon went from winning the district championship to combining for 5 touchdowns in a round 1 win over Dixon County. But tonight, he will hand the keys back to his older brother as Houston hope to win the next 4 games and become the first team in Region 8 6A to win back-to-back titles. But they'll have to get through Bartlett, a team that they beat 33-14 earlier this year. But we'll have highlights from this game, games throughout the region, and the Tigers showdown with Ohio coming up tonight at 10. But for now, live at Houston High School, I'm Caleb Hilliard. Coach Moore realizes his players' potential both in the classroom and on the field. The Binghamton native wants to prepare them for whatever they decide to do in the next stage of their lives.
I want our guys to understand if you have high academics, you can get that academic money along with your athletic money. We're not trying to make guys see it or believe it in one way.
No one can ever take an accomplishment like winning a state championship away from these kids and these coaches. In Chattanooga,
We don't want!
I'm Caleb Hilliard.
All right, and girls, what did you think about the game?
Go Mustangs!
All right, back to you guys in the studio. Whether it's competing for yards after contact or competing on the mini hoops court.
Oh! Skull, baby! Ball game, baby!
The runaround twins are always striving to make each other better. Down in Oxford, I'm Caleb Hilliard. Even though the guys are united by the blue and white, they don't always agree when it comes to other colors.
White station better than white hay.
Hey, you ain't have to do that. No. See, we got one word. We got one word, well, one saying, and it say, respect the Haven.
Oh, I knew you were going to
respect the Haven.
say it.
In Memphis, I'm Caleb Hilliard.